the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences 25th Annual Academy Awards. The first movie to win an Oscar was called Wings. Since then, a quarter century has gone by and there have been many, many changes. So, motion pictures, passing from silent black and white eloquence through the barrier to sound and color, stand today on the threshold of even wider horizons. Like the streaking jet plane, the Academy Award ceremony itself has been streamlined, has become a major news event, originating tonight on two coasts of a great continent and beamed around the globe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking west on Hollywood Boulevard. Perhaps population changes have swung the motion picture industry away from this historic street somewhat, but it will always remain a little bit in nostalgia and memory, something like 42nd Street and Broadway. Here are the stands, and there is the marquee. And down there in front of the theater, there are a group of people still coming in, Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh, Margin Gower Champion, Leslie Caron and her husband, Mr. Hormel.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's headlines will be made here tonight. Around the world, this is news. From the motion picture capital of the world, Oldsmobile presents with pride the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences 26th Annual Academy Awards. This is the city called Hollywood, the heart of a community dedicated to the manufacture of dreams. And tonight is the night dreams come true for some of Hollywood's citizens. This is Movietown's election night, the final game of the World Series, the running of the Derby, the Rose Bowl. This is Academy Awards night. The people who make your movies are gathered to honor the distinguished achievements of their own during the year just past. And through the wonders of television, you too are approaching the scene of the big payoff. This is Hollywood's glittering hour, and you, the audience who make it all possible, are welcome.
These are temporary bleacher seats to accommodate a crowd of thousands. The line of traffic extends in both directions as far as you can see. Everything in the central area here in Hollywood is being funneled toward the Pantages Theater because this is Oscar night. The Pantages Theater in Hollywood and the Century Theater in New York. It's the 28th Annual Awards of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Award Orchestra, with Andre Previn conducting.
The Academy Awards Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob Lamont. We're at the famous corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street near the Pantages Theater in Hollywood, where in a few moments the Oscar ceremonies will begin. Oldsmobile is delighted again this season to bring you the Motion Picture Academy Awards presentations. It's an Oldsmobile tradition, you know, to present the top performance of the year. And later on in the program, we'd like to show you some scenes of a new high-end automotive performance as we take you on a tour of exciting California locales, not very far from this exciting spot at Hollywood and Vine. We'll be going in this beautiful Oldsmobile Super 88 Fiesta, along with our friends here, Bill and Jane Warren. Good evening. We'll show you a famous motion picture location area. We'll visit the new Dennis the Menace Children's Playground up in Monterey. And we'll soar into the air in a glider over the Mojave Desert. I'm sure you'll enjoy our Fiesta Fun Tour. But now, Oldsmobile, in behalf of your authorized Oldsmobile quality dealer, invite you to be our guests as we go inside the Pantages Theater and the 29th Annual Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Awards.
In just a moment, we'll present Hollywood's top glamour event of the year, the 31st Star-Studded Academy Awards presentations in a special 2-hour program. Then following at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, see the Jack Parr Show over most of these NBC stations.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne.
Good evening, Mr. Holden.
Good evening. John Wayne and I are here to welcome you to the 31st Annual Academy Awards.
Right. For the next 2 hours, the biggest news of the entertainment world is going to be made right here.
Over 500 reporters and photographers gathered in this pavilion alongside Hollywood's Pantages Theater are going to flash the events of the next 2 hours to nearly 1 billion people around the globe.
And now that we've dazzled you with statistics, we'll try to dazzle you with the show. It started at 4 o'clock this morning when the fans began to assemble at Hollywood and Vine outside of the Pantages Theater.
And now that Hollywood's elite have gathered inside the theater, it's overture time. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Orchestra, conducted by Mr. Lionel Newman.
In just a moment, we will present Hollywood's top glamour event of the year, the 32nd Star-Studded Academy Awards presentation. Immediately following the awards, see the Jack Parr Show over most of these NBC stations.
It's Oscar night in Hollywood. This is the Pantages Theater, where the elite of the motion picture industry and the entertainment press of the world have gathered for the 32nd Annual Achievement Awards of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. This evening's excitement begins with the Overture, a medley of songs by one of the Academy's most nominated composers, Harold Arlen. The Academy Award Orchestra, Andre Previn conducting.
The 33rd Annual Awards of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. This is the Civic Auditorium in Santa Monica, California, where we will join the members and guests of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences for the most important single event of the international entertainment year, their annual awards presentation. The artists and craftsmen who make motion pictures possible await the awards program, which opens with the Overture, a medley of songs written for motion pictures by Arthur Freed and Nacio Herb Brown. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences presents its 34th Annual Achievement Awards. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences presents its 35th Annual Achievement Awards. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences invite you to be its guest at the 36th Annual Academy Awards presentation. Live from Santa Monica, California, the annual Academy Awards. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences invite you to be its guest at the 37th Annual Awards Presentation.
This is Mr. Oscar's album of famous faces and names. Down through the years they were chosen by their peers for fulfilling motion picture's highest aim. Once a year comes the night when the stars are extra bright, the night of the Academy Awards, when the world sees and hears every winner's words and tears, when honored with Academy Awards. This is the magic night of nights, when a lifetime of dreams come true. Who will achieve the highest heights attained by a golden view? Which new face, which new name will rush down the aisle to claim that famous statue with the golden sword? Which new pages will be turned by the lucky ones who've earned Mr. Oscar the Academy Award? This is the magic night of nights, when a lifetime of dreams come true. Who will achieve the highest heights attained by a golden view? Which new face, which new name will rush down the aisle to claim that famous statue with the golden sword? Which new pages will be turned by the lucky ones who've earned Mr. Oscar?
And now, for the first time in color, the 38th
Academy Award!
One of the highlights of Academy Award night each year for motion picture fans across the country, and especially for those here at Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, is the arrival of the glamorous celebrities. A star of great stature, the 40th Annual Academy Award Show.
How many choose the graduate? Guess who's coming to dinner? And in the heat of the night.
Dodger, cafe. Listen, this here is the place where they're giving out all them golden Oscars tonight.
What do you think's the chance of us winning one?
I don't rightly know, my dear, but if they don't give us one, we'll have to pinch it, won't we?
the Chandler Pavilion at the Music Center in Los Angeles, the 41st Academy Awards. And now, the President of the Academy, Mr. Gregory Peck.
The highlights of Oscar night, the arrival of celebrities. First from years gone by, and now tonight, here's Gig Young, nominee for Best Supporting Actor in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And here comes the Duke, John Wayne, always instant box office, and the Best Actor candidate this year for his starring role in True Grit. The 43rd Annual Academy Award Show. Here in the plaza of the Los Angeles Music Center, fans have been waiting since early this morning to catch a glimpse of the stars as they arrive for the awards ceremony. There's Ryan O'Neal, Whitney Taylor-Young, and George Segal, versatile young actor. Live, the 44th Annual Academy Awards presentation. This is the plaza of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, which tonight is a suburb of Hollywood. Since early morning, crowds have gathered to watch the stars who arrived earlier for tonight's ceremony. Live, the 45th Annual Academy Awards presentation. This is the plaza of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, which tonight is a suburb of Hollywood. Since early morning, crowds have gathered to watch the stars who arrived earlier for tonight's ceremony. Eddie Albert with son Edward Albert and Mrs. Albert. Former Oscar winner Lovely Greer Garson. Marisa Berenson of Cabaret. Bearded and talented James Coburn. Deliverance star Burt Reynolds with Dinah Shore. Lovely Mrs. Edward G. Robinson. Tonight, live, the 46th Annual Academy Award presentation. This is the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, where these crowds have been gathering since dawn today, and where the excitement has been building up to this climactic moment, the arrival of Hollywood's most glamorous stars for tonight's ceremony. Live, the 47th Annual Academy Awards presentation. This is the plaza of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, which tonight is a suburb of Hollywood. Since early morning, crowds have gathered in the rain to watch the stars who arrived earlier for tonight's ceremony. Awards presentation. This is the plaza of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, where these crowds have been gathering since early morning to watch the arrival of Hollywood's most glamorous stars for tonight's ceremony, like lovely Elizabeth Taylor in silk chiffon over Arnell Georgette, Art Carney, winner of an Oscar last year for Tonto and Me.
The 49th Annual Academy Awards, live from the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California. Bidding you welcome, Anne Margaret.
When someone else picks up the thread, and if the thread is finally spun, a magic circle has begun. A circle woven of words and dreams, as round as it is wide, with many colored images shimmering inside. Its glow illuminates the place, this otherwise dark and empty space. If it rings of truth, though large or small, the circle can include us all. Remember, as we watch it spread, it all began in someone's head. Remember, as we watch it spread, it all began in someone's head.
49th Annual Academy Awards Show is brought to you by Revlon, the people who help make the world a little more beautiful. And by the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. Coke adds life to just about everything you do. And by Schlitz, because at Schlitz they know you never lose your taste for quality. And by Polaroid, makers of the SX70 Alpha 1 and the new Pronto camera.
Live Oscars Golden Anniversary, the 50th Annual Academy Awards presentation. The 50th Annual Academy Awards presentation brought to you by Revlon, the people who help make the world a little more beautiful. And the people who bring you delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. Coke adds life. It's got the taste and the feeling you like. And the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company. At Schlitz, they know you never lose your taste for quality. And Polaroid, inventors of the two great revolutions in modern photography, instant pictures and now instant movies. We're in the plaza of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California for Oscars Golden Anniversary. These crowds have been gathering since early morning to watch the arrival of the screen's most glamorous figures for tonight's milestone event, both yesterday's and today's.
From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, it's the 51st Annual Academy Awards. Brought to you by Revlon, the people who make the world a little more beautiful. And the people who bring you the light, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola. Coke adds life to the songs you're singing, the music you're playing, and the life you're living. And Buick in the 1980 Skylark coming April 19th. It just might be the perfect car for you. And Polaroid's new Sonar one-step cameras for sharp, precisely focused pictures every time. Now we're in the plaza of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion of the Music Center in Los
From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is proud to present the 52nd Annual Academy Awards. We're in the plaza of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California for Oscar's 52nd Annual Show. From Los Angeles, California, now celebrating its bicentennial year, and the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is proud to present the 53rd Annual Academy Awards. We're in the plaza, the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion of the Music Center in Los Angeles, California, for Oscar's 53rd annual show. These crowds have been Around the world, film audiences are gathering. At night in New York, evening in Chicago. To watch filmmakers in a rainy Los Angeles twilight, already dressed for evening, come together to make tomorrow's headlines and another chapter of Hollywood history. Live. From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, the 54th Annual Academy Awards. Proudly shared with you by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Brought to you by Revlon, fabulous Revlon, the people who help make the world a little more beautiful. And the Buick Motor Car Division and your Buick dealer, who proudly announced the 1982 Buicks. And the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. For big refreshment, Coke is it. Polaroid, inventors of 600 high-speed film and the cameras that use it. Tonight, around the world. Film theaters in London, England. Cinema Casa in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Movie temples in Tokyo, Japan. Flicker palaces in Sydney, Australia. Picture piazzas in Rome, Italy. Le Cinématique in Paris, France. And along the Great White Way of New York, New York. Everywhere, theater marquees glitter, the names of people now gathering in the Music Center of Los Angeles County. For the 55th Annual Academy Awards. Brought to you by Revlon. Revlon, the people who help make the world a little more beautiful. And GE. At GE, we bring good things to life. And the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. For big refreshment, Coke is it. And Polaroid, makers of the unique light-mixing Sun cameras and 600 high-speed film. This is the plaza at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, where the public and the press cheer the arriving nominees and participants in this year's ceremony. From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, the 56th Annual Academy Awards. The 56th Annual Academy Awards are proudly shared with you by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. And brought to you by Revlon. Revlon, the people who help make the world a little more beautiful. And Buick Motor Division and your Buick dealer. See the all-new Buick Electra and put it to the ultimate test. Yours. And AT&T. Reach out and touch someone. And Atari Home Computers. Discover what you and Atari can do.
Hey, you see these? They're the hottest tickets in this town. It's for the Academy Awards. And people will do anything to get one of these, even become a movie star. But you don't need one. You're with me. So come on.
Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, the 56th Annual Academy Awards. From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences presents the 57th Annual Academy Awards. The 57th Annual Academy Awards is brought to you by Revlon. Revlon, the difference between looking good and looking great. And J.C. Penney. You're looking smarter than ever, J.C. Penney. And the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. And General Electric. At GE, we bring good things to life.
From the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California, welcome to the 58th Annual Academy Awards. The 58th Annual Academy Awards, brought to you by Revlon. Revlon, the difference between looking good and looking great. And the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. General Motors, the GM Odyssey, science, not fiction. And General Electric. At GE, we bring good things to life.